Good evening, dear students. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the third lecture of square and square root chapters. In the previous session, we have covered all the basic rules of square and square roots. In this session, we will do some problems based on that rules. So, let's go to the first question. The first question says, which of the following numbers are perfect squares? 11, 16, 32, 36, 50, 64, 75. Now, any perfect square number can be expressed as the product of two equal integers. This is the rule number 1. Any perfect square number can be expressed as the product of two equal integers. So the first number is 11. This is 1 into 11. Next number is 16. It can be expressed as the product of two equal integers. Next number 32, 8 into 4. Next 36. This number also can be expressed as two equal integers. Next 50. Suppose it's 5 into 10. You can break like 25 into 2 as 32. You can 4 into 8. You have 32 into 1. This number is 4 into 4. You can express it at 2 into 8 and so on. Next 64. This number can also be expressed as 8 into 8, that is two equal integers. 75 you can express this as 5 into 15 or 3 into 25. But look at these numbers, 16, next 36 and next 64. These three numbers are perfect square numbers because these three numbers can be expressed as the product of two equal integers. So these three numbers are perfect square numbers. Clear? Next, question number 2. Which of the following number are perfect squares of even number? Which of the following number are perfect squares of even number? The numbers are 121, 225, 784, 841, 576 and 6561. So the rule is, we have studied in the previous class, square of even numbers are always even. Square of even numbers are always even. Now, to find a even number among these numbers, we will see the ones digit. We will see the ones digit of every number. To find out a even number among these numbers, we will see the ones digit of every number. So ones digit is 1, ones digit 5, ones digit 4, ones digit 1, ones digit 6 and ones digit is 1. Now even number, this is the even number and this is the even number, 784 and 576. We will check the ones digit of every number. If ones digit is even, then the total number will be even. If ones digit is even, then the whole number or total number is even. So 4 is even number, it is divisible by 2, and 6, it is also even number, it is also divisible by 2. That means 784 and 576, these two numbers are even numbers. So square of even numbers will be even number, or these two numbers will be a perfect squares of even numbers. Actually 784 and 576, these two numbers are perfect squares of even number. This is 28 into 28, that means 28 square, and this is 24 into 24, that is 24 square. Here, so these two numbers, that is 784 and 576, these two numbers will be perfect squares of even number. So we have to first find out the ones digit. If ones digit is even, then the whole number will be even number, and that two number will be your answer. Clear? Next, question number 3. Question number 3. Which of the following numbers are perfect squares? Which of the following numbers are perfect square? Now count the number of zeros. Count the number of zeros. If the number of zeros are odd, then the number will not be a perfect square. If the number of zeros are odd, then that number will not be a perfect square. And if the number of zeros are even, then that number will be a perfect square. This is rule number 3. If number of zeros are odd, then that number will be odd. And if number of zeros are even, then that number will be even. That means that number will be perfect square number. Clear? Okay. Next, number of zeros. Here number of zeros is 2, number of zeros are 3, number of zeros are 4, number of zeros are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number of zeros are 5. So perfect square number, this is the perfect square number and this is the perfect square number. So your answer will be this and this, because even number of zeros, here 4 zeros are present, here 2 zeros are present, and number of zeros is even, then that number will be perfect square. So these two will be your answer. Clear? Next, question number 4. Question number 4. By just observing the digit at one's place, tell which of the following are perfect square. By just observing the digit at one's place, we have to observe the digits at one place, tell which of the following are perfect square. So observe the one's digit. One's digit here is 6, here one's digit is 2, here one's digit is 4, here one's digit is 7. So we have to find out the perfect square number. Now remember question number 1, what are perfect square numbers? The perfect square number can be expressed as the product of two equal integers. Perfect square numbers can be expressed as the product of two equal integers. So we will see which of these numbers, that means which of the numbers at one's place, can be expressed as the product of two equal integers. That number will be your perfect square number. Now clearly you can see the digit 4 in 1024 can be expressed as the product of two equal integers. That is, here 1024, that one's digit is 4, so you can break 4 as 2 into 2, that is 2 equal integer. Clear? So this number is the perfect square number, 1024. Clear? This number is the perfect square number. Actually 1024, if you break 1024, it is 32 into 32, that means 32 square. So this is a perfect square number. Clear? Next, question number 5. How many non-square number lie between the following pairs of number? How many non-square number? Non-square number. So there is a rule. I have covered the rules, all the rules of the square and square root chapters. There is a specific rule of this question. How many non-square number lie between the following pairs of number? The first question is 7 square and 8 square. Now the rule was between n and n plus 1, between the squares of n and n plus 1 square, there are 2n non-perfect square numbers. Between squares of n and n plus 1, there is two consecutive numbers, the squares of two consecutive numbers. Between n and n plus 1, there is two consecutive numbers, squares of between these two consecutive numbers, there are 2n non-perfect square numbers or non-square numbers exist. The first question is 7 square and 8 square. Let n equals to 7. Clear? So this is n plus 1, that means n7 plus 1, that is 8. Let n equals to 7. This is n, and this is n plus 1, that is 7 plus 1, that is 8. Clear? Now the rule is 2n non-square numbers exist. So required numbers are 2 into n7, that is 40. This is your answer. That means between 7 square and 8 square, there are 40 non-square numbers. Clear? Next, question number 3, 40 square and 41 square. 40 square and 41 square. 40 square and 41 square. So let this is n equals to 40 and n plus 1. So this is n plus 1, that means value of n 40. 40 plus 1, that is 41. Okay? So rules is there are 2n non-square numbers between the square of two consecutive numbers. So 2n, value of n is 40, that is 2 into 40, this is equals to 80. So answer will be 80. Between 40 square and 41 square, there are 80 non-square numbers. This is your answer. Last question, question number 6. Rest of the questions we will do in homework. Rest there are something like 4 or 5 questions more. We will do that in homework. Now question number 6. 100 square minus 99 square. We have to fill in this blank. 100 square minus 99 square. This question is somewhat similar to this question. This question is somewhat similar to this question. Look at carefully. 100 square minus 99 square. 100 square minus 99 square. 100 square minus 99 square. Clear? These two numbers are consecutive numbers. You can easily see these two numbers are consecutive numbers. So if it is n, this is n plus 1. If this is n, that is equals to 99, this is n plus 1. So between n and n plus 1, between the square of n and n plus 1, that is between the square of two consecutive numbers, there are 2n non-square numbers exist. So value of n, this is the formula, value of n is 99, 2 into 99, your answer will be 198. Clear? Your answer will be 198. So we will write here in the blanks 2 into 99, this is 2 into 99, your answer will be 198. Clear? Now second question, 27 square minus 26 square, we will do the same. 27 square and 26 square. Clear? Let n equals to 26, that means this is n plus 1, put the value of n, this is 27. So the rule is there are 2n non-square numbers, 2n, value of n is 26, answer is 52. Now put this numbers 2 into 26, this is 52. Clear? There are 4 or 5 more questions. You will do the homework. Clear? So this is all about lecture 3. In the next session we will do rest of the sums. Okay, thank you.